As much as I really do enjoy watching foundation review videos, I am generally not someone who will buy every single latest and greatest new foundation launch. In fact, after doing my foundation declutter video a couple of months ago, I sort of lost interest in trying any new foundations at all. I have been sharing plenty of SPFs, tinted moisturizers, and skin tints on this channel, but no new foundations lately. However, after seeing my friend Kiki, who has the channel The Hooded Lid, review the new Rituel de Fille foundation, I was super intrigued, so I picked it up using Kiki's 15% discount code, and I am so glad I did. I have been playing with this foundation for the past few weeks, so this is not a first impression, but this foundation is so effortless and natural and beautiful. It's such a unique formula, unlike any other foundation I have ever tried, so I thought it deserved its own dedicated video. I will link Kiki's channel and her video in the description box below, as well as time-stamped product links, discount codes. Everything will be in the Show More description box and in a pinned comment as usual, so you can do your own research. Before we get into the actual review, just a little bit about my skin type and my foundation preferences. My 63-year-old skin is really quite dry, extremely dry in the winter, still dry but closer to normal in the heat and humidity of the summer months. As far as my foundation preferences, I really do enjoy a light to medium coverage with a satin natural skin-like finish to a softly radiant finish. Anything that is too matte or too heavy coverage just tends to suck the life out of my skin. But overly shiny doesn't work either, especially as we get into the summer months when I have plenty of natural glow from the heat and humidity of the summer. The Rituel de Fille 3-drop Weightless Serum Foundation is $42 for the standard 1 ounce or 30 ml size. However, just 3 drops really does give a very strong high-medium coverage, so this foundation is going to last much longer than most foundations. I think this is a really good value. This is also fragrance-free, cruelty-free, essential oil-free, and alcohol-free, and it contains lovely organic ingredients such as jojoba seed oil, marula oil, MCT, and a new active called JD Phyto OR. Here are the claims. The 3-drop Weightless Serum Foundation works like magic for a truly transformative yet utterly natural effect. This innovative formula smooths and unifies the complexion, yet is as weightless and as easy to apply as a serum. The remarkable medium coverage formula imparts a softly diffused, subtly luminous finish. This foundation is the first product to contain the innovative and sustainable new active carotenoid ingredient, fermented phytoene, which offers both short-term and long-term benefits, including protection from free radicals, brighten and smooth the skin, and supports the skin's moisture barrier, along with several other long-term benefits. Another very unique thing about this foundation that I think is super cool is that Rituel de Fille has had consumers test their product, give feedback, and then they adjusted their formula based on consumer feedback, somewhat similar to the Refer concept store. I think that is so cool. In fact, I tried to register to sign up to be a ritualist because I think it would be super fun to test their products. Let me show you the consistency of this. Give it a good shake. It comes in this package with a twist off top. Very unique packaging. You just tip it upside down, push on the bottom for one perfect drop. And the formula is not too thin, not too thick. I have it in the shade 120, which is said to be for light skin tones with neutral to soft pink undertones. Look at how pretty that finish is. And look at the coverage with one tiny drop. Now, I do think this is a really good shade for me. It is going to be absolutely perfect in the winter, maybe just a tad light in the summer months, but I can definitely make it work with a little bronzer and blush. Let's get this on my face. Of course, my morning skincare is done, and today I am wearing my Dermatology Broad Spectrum SPF 45. I chose this sunscreen today because it is untinted and it has a satin, not overly shiny finish, so as not to interfere with the tint, the coverage, or the finish of the foundation. I also already applied my Pixie Peach corrector just to my dark inner corners. You have seen me apply it a million times. It's always the first step of my makeup application before going in with foundation. Rituel de Fille recommends applying this with the fingertips, which is my preference anyway. And truly, 3 drops gives a very strong high-medium coverage. So I am going to start with 2 drops, starting with 1 drop on one side of my face so that you can see the coverage difference. Just going to dot this 1 drop around my face. This feels very slippy, and can you see how far that little tiny bit stretches? And I always love to use a sponge. The rougher sponge that I purchased during their sale has become my new favorite sponge. I love to use it to just make sure the foundation is completely worked into the skin. So there is 1 drop. Actually, I didn't even use the entire drop. Here is the coverage from less than 1 drop opposed to no foundation. Let's get this on the other side of my face. Do you see how easy that is to blend? It literally almost blends itself. Okay, I really didn't even use an entire 2 drops of foundation, and this is how it looks. I think it's a very lovely medium coverage for sure. Not heavy medium with just less than 2 drops, but a really nice lightish medium coverage. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It feels weightless on the skin, but I am going to add a little bit more just to show you that you can build it up. And I do have some sunspots on the sides of my face, which I do like to cover. A little bit of redness on my cheeks. Actually, I'm still on those same 2 drops, you guys. I think 3 drops. I'm probably not going to be a 3-drop user of this foundation. Well, I do need to add just a tiny bit more because I want to show you how effective it is as a concealer. Now, like I said, I do have my Pixie Peach corrector on, but because this is incredibly pigmented, yet very moisturizing and super lightweight, I have been using it in place of a concealer both under my eyes and on my eyelid, just the teeny tiniest amount. Rituel de Fille as concealer, no concealer, just the Pixie Peach corrector. All right, just a little bit more than 2 drops, not even 2.5 drops, covered my entire face, including using it as a concealer on my eyelids and my under eyes over my Pixie Peach corrector. Let me take a closer look. You know, this is not accentuating any of the bad stuff, no dry patches, it's not accentuating lines or wrinkles or any texture. It just looks like beautifully radiant skin. It doesn't feel tacky, just really lovely moisturized skin. What do you think? I am loving this. I am going to go off camera, finish my makeup, and then we will come back and I will show you how it looks in various lights. I will also be doing a wear test later in the day. Be right back. All right, I am back, and here is how a full face of makeup looks over the Rituel de Fille. With the exception, like I said earlier, I did not use a standalone concealer today. The Rituel de Fille did a lovely job covering up my sunspots, and it worked beautifully as an under eye concealer over my Pixie Peach corrector. Other products I am wearing today, my L'Oreal Infallible bronzer, powder bronzer. I cannot stop wearing my Essence Pure Nude blushes, peach and pink. I have them both blended on my cheeks today. A glowy powder blush. And today I am wearing my Sigma New Mod eyeshadow palette. I wanted to wear this specifically today because Sigma is having their Friends and Family sale, 30% off. And with my discount code, you can get an additional 10% off. And today I am wearing these 3 shades, a very, very soft neutral eye look. I will say the new mod now comes in a mini, and if I didn't already have this, I would probably pick up the mini. And let's see, what else do I have to share with you today? You know, another Sigma product I'm absolutely loving is the Renew Lip Oil. I have this over a lip pencil today. I love the fat, cushy dough-shaped applicator, and it's just a combination of an oil and a gloss. Sometimes oils can be a little too thin, glosses can be a little too thick. This feels gorgeous on the lips. Did you hear that? I absolutely love it. It comes in several shades. I can't read the shade. I will put the shade below, but you can see it's a really soft, natural shade. Absolutely love this. And I am also I wanted to mention this because this is buy one, get one free. And it is the Beauty Beyond Mascara. Now, City Beauty sent me a mascara a year or 2 ago. I really didn't enjoy it. They sent this to me a couple of months ago, and I am loving it. You have been seeing it in my description box for the past few months. It just thickens, lengthens, but yet leaves the lashes fluffy and natural looking. And it is supposed to be super good for our lashes, perhaps even help us grow our eyelashes with biotin and keratin. Anyway, there is the wand, super easy to apply, very long lasting, and it is buy one, get one free through, I believe, June 26th. And you can believe I am picking up a couple of them. And lastly, I did use some setting powder today, although I have worn this foundation several times in the past few weeks. It wears quite well on my skin, both with and without setting powder, but it is incredibly hot today. So I did go in with a little bit of my Physicians Formula Butter Believe It setting powder. And I am going to come back later in the day and do a wear test, but first I'm going to show you how this foundation looks in a couple of different lightings. It's been about 5 hours since I applied this makeup, and here is how it is looking. It has been an incredibly hot and steamy day, so I have been mostly indoors working on the computer, doing a little housework. I have ventured in and out a few times today, get the mail, move the sprinkler. I have not touched up my facial makeup at all. Of course, I did touch up my lipstick, and you will see that the foundation did wear away on my nose due to my eyeglasses, but that happens with every single foundation. Overall, I think it looks and feels pretty much. Final check-in and final thoughts. It has been about 8 hours since I first applied this foundation. It's going to be dark soon. Thank goodness it finally cooled off. I was reviewing footage from earlier in the day, and my face was looking pretty glowy. I do think most of that glow was from the heat rather than the foundation. And now that I'm losing my daylight and I have studio lights, the studio lights are adding glow as well. Yes, this is a Radiant Luminous foundation, but it's really not quite as shiny as it's probably looking on camera right now. I haven't touched up my makeup at all today. I did add a little lipstick. Let me take a closer look. You know, in spite of the heat, the foundation actually still looks pretty nice. It has worn off, well, it always wears off around my glasses, but it has worn off gracefully around my nose and around my mouth, but it's not doing anything weird. It's not patchy. It really looks surprisingly nice considering how hot it was today. Having said that, this foundation does not claim to be a long wear foundation. So this foundation probably wouldn't be my first choice if I needed a really long wear foundation on a hot summer day, for instance, an outdoor summer wedding. The organic emollient oils make this perfect for dry, normal, probably even combo skin, yet the oils don't look or feel at all greasy on my skin. I'm not sure how this would work on oily skin. If you have oily skin and have tried this foundation, please let us know in the comment box. I will also try to find some reviews from oily skin gals and link those in the description box. And make sure you check out Kiki's review. I will list her video in the description box below. Kiki does absolutely fantastic foundation reviews with 3-day wear tests, different application techniques. She truly is the queen of foundation reviews. This foundation is a solid win for me. I love how easy it is to apply, the flexible, buildable, weightless coverage. It just looks and feels like beautiful, softly radiant skin. Bottom line, I absolutely adore this foundation. It is a very strong contender for my favorite foundation of 2023, so far anyway. And I think I'm going to love it even more in the fall and the winter as my skin gets drier and drier. Quick update, Bosley and I are heading out on a road trip to visit some family over the 4th of July weekend. It has been crazy busy lately and I'm a little worried my video next week might be a little bit late. I will keep you updated on my community page. And with that, have yourself a great day, a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Is that Rituel de Fille has had consumers. Dropped my sponge. Oh, where did it go? Shoot. It disappeared. I am going to come back and do a wear test, but first I am going to show you how. Oh, there it is. Darn it. Oh. 5-second rule. 5-second rule.